Guten Tag und Liebenish family, and welcome to another episode of Double S Stitches Stats, where I'm going to bring you the stats from the Jets and the Colts game that I predicted and that I broke down for you guys. Shout out to Kenny Yeboah for his first touchdown in the NFL. Yeboah plays as a tight end for the New York Jets. This is his fourth season in the NFL. He went to Ole Miss College. He's 26 years old, big fella, 6'4", 250 pounds. He has 3 receptions for 27 yards this year, and he averages 9 yards a catch. Also has 8 tackles, 5 being solo. Kenny Yeboah, shout out, first touchdown in the NFL. This game was a good game. It was close the whole time. I thought it was going to come down to the kickers. It did not. All right, so for the Colts, Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers, show off. It was in New York. New York was favored by 4 points. The final score was 28-27. Breaking news, Jets fire the general manager, Joe Douglas, after this game. They have not been playing good, and it is showing. They have fired him. So for passing yards, Anthony Richardson, he has 20 for 30 completions, 272 yards. He averages 9.1 yard a play. Touchdowns, he has one. He got sacked twice for 31 yards. That's not 106.5 rating. Aaron Rodgers, completions 22 for 29, 184 yards, 6.3 average, 2 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. Sacked 0 times. Aaron Rodgers had a decent game, a rating of 114.7. So he definitely had a decent game today. I thought it was going to come down to the kickers, but it came down to two great NFL quarterbacks. Welcome back, where we're going to talk about the receivers for the Jets against the Colts game. All right, so for receiving, we got Josh Downs, Alex Pierce, Michael Pittman Jr., and Mo Alie-Cox. Alex Pierce, the running back, and they play for the Colts. Josh Downs had 5 for 5 attempts for 84 yards, 16.8 average. He had 1 touchdown and a long of 31. Alec Pierce, 3 out of 4, 74 yards, 24.7 average. That's awesome. 0 touchdowns, 39 longest. Pittman Jr., 5 out of 8, 46 yards, 2.9 average, 0 touchdowns, 20 long. And Mo Alie-Cox, tight end, struggling this year. 2 out of 3, 17 yards, 8.5 average, 0 touchdowns, and 12 longest. For the Jets, Devontae Adams did play. He was questionable. I didn't know if he was going to play. He did play. And then you got Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, running back, Tyler Conklin, tight end. What a rough game for Tyler Conklin also. Them tight ends are struggling. 1 out of 2 for 7 yards. Devontae Adams, 6 out of 7, 72 yards, 12 average, 0 touchdowns, and 24 longest. Garrett Wilson, 4 out of 8, 18 average yards, 18 total yards, 4.5 average yards, 0 touchdowns, and 7 longest. Brees Hall, 7 out of 7, 100%. I knew he was going to be a problem coming in this. 43 receiving yards, 6.1 average, 1 receiving touchdown, and 29 long. So for the receiving, they got it done out there. Josh Downs, 5 out of 5. Brees Hall, 7 out of 7. They played some receiving. Them quarterbacks got it done, and the receivers were there to back them up. Next up, we got the running back stat. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I sure am. I'm having a great time with these videos, bringing you guys stats, my predictions. This is fun. Please like and subscribe and keep tuning in. For the running back stats, Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson had the most yards for the Colts. Brees Hall, Aaron Rodgers, and Braylon Allen for the Jets. We knew that was going to happen. Jonathan Taylor, 24 carries, 57 yards, 2.4 average, 0 touchdowns, 10-yard long. Anthony Richardson had 10 carries for 32 yards, 3.2 average. He had 2 running touchdowns himself and 5 yards. Go Anthony Richardson. Breece Hall, 16 carries, 78 yards, 4.9 average. He had 1 touchdown and 18-yard long. Braylon Allen only had 2 carries for 6 yards, 3 average, 3 long. It seems like the quarterback, Anthony Richardson, got it done. The Colts got it done, moving the ball more efficiently than the Jets. That's what it seems like to me. Now on to the kickers, which I thought was going to be the determining factor, which very much was not. Rigoberto Sanchez was the punter for the Colts. Matt Gay, of course, the place kicker for the Colts. Sanchez, he punted 4 times for 200 yards, 50 average, and 0 inside the 20. Matt Gay, 3 out of 3, perfect attempt, 56-yard long, 1 out of 1 extra, 100%, 10 points altogether. However, the surprise of this game, punter Thomas Morstead for the Jets. He punted 5 times, 277 yards, 55.4 average, and 1 inside the 10. Anders Carlson, the place kicker. 2 out of 2, 58-yard long, 3 out of 3 extra for a total of 9 points. These kickers were pretty much even. Surprise of the game. They both had great games. Matt Gay, a legend, of course, and I will bring you at the end of this video the best punter allegedly that the Indianapolis Colts have ever produced. I'll bring you his stats coming. Hello, everybody, and on to the stats that most teams win games by. This is the defense. Okay, so for the Indianapolis Colts, first up, we got E.J. Speed, who's a linebacker. He had 9 tackles, 4 solo tackles. Kenny Moore II, who's a cornerback, had 8 tackles, 6 of them solo, and 1 tackle for a loss. Kenny Moore II, cornerback for the Indianapolis Colts, 8 tackles, 6 of them solo, 1 tackle for a loss. Kwity Paye, defensive end, 7 tackles, 6 of them by himself, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, and 2 QB hits. Jalen Jones, cornerback, 5 tackles, 3 of them solos, and he deflected 2 passes. Latu, number 97, defensive end for the Indianapolis Colts, hits Aaron Rodgers 3 times, all 3 of his tackles being for a loss, and 1 of them being a sack. Now on to the Jets. Michael Clemens, defensive end, 8 tackles, 3 of them solo, and he hit QB 1 time. Quinine Williams, defensive tackle, 7 tackles, 5 solos, 1 sack, 2 tackles for a loss, and he hit the QB 3 times. Jalen Mills is a safety, 6 tackles, 4 of them by himself. Jameen Sherwood, linebacker, 6 tackles, 4 of them by himself, hit QB 1 time. Leonard Taylor III, defensive tackle for the New York Jets, 2 tackles, and both of them for a loss. Now on to the final stats of the game. The Colts had 18 first downs. 13 of them first downs were due to passing. 5 of them were due to rushing. 6 out of 15 third down efficiency. 1 out of 2 fourth down efficiency. Total plays 67, 332 total yards. Now they both had 12 drives apiece, even there. Red zone, 3 out of 4 for the Colts. They possessed the ball 34 minutes and 17 seconds. They have 5 penalties for 40 yards. The Jets, 10 first downs, 7 passing, 3 rushing, 7 passing, 3 rushing. They had a 4 for 13 third down efficiency, and their fourth down efficiency, 0 for 1. Total plays, 52 total yards. 253 total yards compared to the 332 Colts. 12 total plays, 2 out of 3 red zone, 25 minutes, 43 seconds they possessed the ball, and they had 2 penalties for 14 yards. Now, today you are in for a surprise, as I told you earlier. Today on Stitches Stats Double S, I'm bringing you a Colts legend. I'm bringing you his stats, and allegedly, he puts more money into this team than the owners do. I will bring you this up next. Please stay tuned and like and subscribe. Okay, everybody, on to the special part of this show. I put some work into this. You guys know that I do research and write these essays myself, and I read them to you. The last one was on Doc Rivers, the Milwaukee Bucks coach, getting fined $25,000. This one, I'm bringing you the stats of the. I'm just going to read you from the beginning. This man was an alleged West Virginia prodigy. This punter will forever be the Colts supporter, every week showing his support. We're talking about none other than 37-year-old Pat McAfee. Pat was drafted in 2009. He got picked 222nd in round 7 to the Indianapolis Colts. Pat played a total of 127 games in the NFL. He punted 575 times with an average of 46.4 yards a punt. He punted 193 times inside the 20 with an 8.5% chance of a touchback, only punting 49 touchbacks in his career. His longest punt of his career was 74 yards. What a punt. Besides kicking, old Pat was known for his alleged best in the league platinum class tackling skills. He had a total of 24 tackles, with 21 of them being solo. He passed the ball 2 times for a total of 35 passing yards, and he ran 2 different times for a total of 18 running yards. One thing is for sure, we love Pat McAfee here at Double S. This is my shout out of the day. The game is Cleveland and Boston. In season tournament day. What a court Boston has. If you have not seen it, please take time to go check it out. Boston went on the lead in the first quarter, 26-20. Going into the big fourth quarter, Boston was leading 93-88. Boston wins at home 120-117. Mitchell, who plays for Cavs, got 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Tatum, who plays for the Boston Celtics, had 33 points, 12 rebounds, all defensive rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. I don't think I don't think Boston did cover in this game. They did win, but I don't think they covered. Shout out to the Spurs, who are on a fire. Who beat OKC 110-104, and ex NFL undefeated Chiefs lost, and the ex undefeated NBA Cavaliers lose. What a week. I love you guys. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe.